just getting to spend some more time around Yves, what's really stood out to you about just how far he's come as a young player and his ability to step into a big role as a rookie?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to comment on how far he's come. I've only been with him a week, 2 weeks, but no, he's been good. You know, in the time I've been here, he's a sponge trying to learn. A lot of what it's going to take and how he's got to go about it, but he makes some plays out there. You're like, damn, he's a rookie. Protecting the rim, running, keeping guys honest, finishing, rebounding. I think once he gets to learn more, how he can be effective in space and, kind of using his body and flashing and using his athleticism to finish around the rim, he'll be really good. But defensively, he's been good. Obviously, I'm sure he'll put on a little more muscle and he's going to be a force in a couple of years as well.
How unique is it also just some of the stuff he's able to do athletically, just the blocks he's able to get?
Some of the blocks you're like, you don't even think that he's going to jump and he gets the ball. So it's his timing is good and his activity to just go and get it, to think block every time is a skill. So I think for him, like some of these scoop layups, high floaters, he just goes up off 1 foot, 2 foot, either feet, either hand. That's a skill, and he's got that down.
You just kind of mentioned it. After the draft, a lot of people said he's kind of like a developmental guy offensively, but it seems like his feel around the basket is more than what you would consider to be like somebody that hasn't played that much basketball. Is that something that you noticed right away?
Yeah, he definitely has a good feel on spacing and where to be. Obviously that he's going to add things to his package. I'm sure he'll add, like a little floater, a little jump hook, something around the basket like that, where you can't, when you drop it off to him, he's got a quick finish, he's got a power finish, he can bump you. Just kind of building that into his repertoire or help him be a little more efficient down there, I guess. But I think he's got a high ceiling, and he's got doing a lot of great stuff right now. And you throw a little more ingredients into the soup, and you're going to get a pretty good stew.
Kelly, what are you specifically trying to help him with? Like, for instance, yesterday, first play of the game, I think you tried to find him underneath the rim, but it got deflected out of bounds. But then I noticed on the sidelines during timeout, you were talking to him about it, I think.
Yeah, for him, he's just got to, keep looking at angles. And, when he rolls, always expect the ball, kind of getting underneath the basket. A lot of times when you're not a focus on offense and you're not touching the ball a ton, guys kind of relax and forget about you, and you can take advantage of those and steal a layup here and there. I thought I had him on the roll, and he kind of just slid behind his defender, and I think if he would have taken his roll to the basket, he would have had a layup, or at least got fouled. So just trying to help him, see kind of those angles of the game and where he can kind of, steal a layup or, be more effective or get a touch when he's not expecting one, to just keep himself involved. So I'm just trying to help him with that stuff.
Hey, Kelly, you've been in the league for a while. What's it like when you get to this point of the season and playoffs are out of the picture pretty much? What's kind of the mindset, to keep playing through that, despite that?
For me or for the whole team?
Just as a player, what's it like for you?
It's different for every player. Obviously for the young guys, you want to go out there, you want to get experience, you want to show the organization, franchise, and the rest of the league what you can do, right? For an older player, you're just continuing to build and grow chemistry. For me, it's trying to build inside this system and get some chemistry and cohesiveness with these guys heading into next year. Sometimes it's you're playing for a contract. Sometimes you're playing because you love the game of basketball. So there's a lot of stuff to play for. I think every individual has different reasons, but collectively as a team, you want to create good habits and build that connection and cohesiveness and something that you can kind of roll into the next season, because eventually it's going to be 0-0 again, and that's when we got to be ready. You can't just turn the lights on when it's 0-0. It's not how the game works. That's not how life works. So it's all about that.
What have you kind of learned about this organization since you've been here that maybe you didn't know, just as far as the players and just their mindset and everything?
Yeah, I mean, I think something you do know about. I mean, the Pelicans have been in the mix the last 6-7 years, maybe longer than that actually, 8-9 years, going back to AD and Cousins and Rondo and Drew. They've always had talent down here. Always had good talent. Obviously, this year was decimated by injuries and things that are pretty much out of your control. But getting down here, you realize how much soul is in this city. How unique this place is, and it carries over into the franchise. It's a really family-oriented franchise that love their people, take care of their people, and that's something that you see not only in the organization but in the city as well. And it's something that you can see that this place takes pride.
A couple of nights ago, Kelly, Zion really beat up on the Lakers. They threw multiple coverages, but he seemed to beat everything. And last night, Houston really stifled them. What did you see? What was the difference? Why they were so successful?
Houston had to play like 6 centers to stop him. They were playing literally 2 centers, 2 power forwards, and a wing to try and just pack the paint, be bigger than we are, in order to stop him a little bit. Well, he still had 20 and 10 or 20 and 9. I don't know what he had. 20 and 10. Yeah. So if that's stopping him, then check that box. We'll take that every night if that's stopping him.